The good thing about Google Plus is that you can connect with potential brand ambassadors. It's just like any other social platform, but the game has changed again. Facebook, which is still the #1 social platform out there, you essentially need to pay to play. So the amount of people who actually see all the posts that you're outputting is very small. Okay? Maybe 1 to 2%. I don't know, I'm just throwing out that number, but that's what it seems like I'm noticing from my own analytics. Shares and plus ones. A plus one is Google Plus's version of a like. A share is just a share. Same. The interesting thing about a plus one is that your followers can actually see your content show up in their search results, even though that particular piece of content that you created doesn't normally rank. Does that make sense? Can I get a show of hands? I can explain that.
Would you repeat that again?
Yes.
Okay. So the reason why I'm speaking a lot more on a technical side with Google Plus and Google Places and Google My Business is because you have to learn how it works technically in order for it to make it work for you. So in a plus one is essentially an endorsement. Somebody saying, yes, I like this piece of Steve Dotto's content. I really like his Evernote video. So when you share it, and that video is brand new and would not normally rank because it's so new, if you plus one it, not only will it show up in your own follower network's feed, it can also affect how things show up when they do a search online. So stuff that doesn't normally rank at all can suddenly be on page 1. That is entirely possible. You cannot get that with Facebook. And Google's not charging for this yet. And if they ever will, I don't even know. I don't want to think about it. But because basically Google My Business has gone through so many changes, the more you can control now, you want to do that. Is that me making those noises? You want to grow your follower list daily. So this is just Google My Business is essentially you taking your networking online. Okay, it's just like being here. This is us networking. This is us growing our network and building up our follower list. You have to be able to do the same thing online. You need to figure out how to be charismatic. You need to figure out how to generate interest. You need to figure out how to be relevant. And how you do that online is different. So if you guys want some examples of who's actually using Google My Business really, really well, these are my favorite ones. Home Depot, Starbucks, and Disney. 3 completely different markets, 3 completely different target markets, 3 completely different niches, all using it in their own specific way really darn well. Home Depot, they're going to appeal more to the male side of things, and it works really well for them.
Do they have a dating site?
Dating site? Come see me afterwards. Starbucks does an amazing job. Starbucks actually does something a little different. They play on more of the social and what happens after the 9 to 5, what happens at 5 p.m. So they're talking more about the fun side, the connecting side that coffee gives people. It's not about the coffee itself, it's about the experience that's drinking a coffee, connecting with friends can give you. And Disney. At this point, Disney can really do no wrong. I mean, how often have you heard the song Let It Go by Frozen? Too many times. Nobody needs that. You also want to know where your ideal client hangs out. Okay, right now, Google My Business is male dominated. So if your market is more male, you should be on here. Yes, women are on it, but numbers are numbers. Men are on here. If that's your market, you need to be on there as well. And you also want to think about age. Google My Business is generally, let's move that over. Sorry, you can't really see. Can you guys see that now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So with Google My Business, it's going to be more, it's a younger set that's on there. It's 25 to 35. The thing with 25 to 35 is that they're very tech savvy. So if you can use things like GIFs, like those movable images that change positions and whatnot, if you know how to use things like that, you're ahead of the game. You essentially want to be able to figure out how people behave with your brand online. This is what social media is really, really good for. When you can figure out how people interact with your brand online, then you can kind of figure out what kind of marketing messages will work for them, what kind of images will work for them, and how they want to be spoken to.